Oh yeah, I need to find.
Unpitched percussion instrument.
A what?
That's my random Wikipedia article.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Unpitched percussion instrument.
It's like when you're beating a table.
Percussion instrument played in such a way as to produce sounds of indeterminate pitch, or an instrument normally played in this fashion.
Hmm.
Interesting. Would a bell be that? Or is a bell... I don't know enough about music.
It looks like they can be, since the cowbell is in the image.
God, I need more
Nice.
cowbells.
I got a book of. I'm gonna. What was it? Ryuga. Was it Ryuga and their part?
Yes, Ryuga.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I found
shit, I
it.
meant to send you a little write-up about that.
I mean, I'm looking at the backstory. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go, like, just list, a
Oh,
couple
so
of
I
the
got a
party
book on.
members
I
from
got a
that.
book on the brother. Well, no, it was on the
Yeah,
party they
well,
were in.
it's their party they were
Yeah.
in. He was the most famous person in the party, but to describe him, he had a reputation, like, he was a sort of, like, almost like man with no name, or like, Yojimbo, sort of like very quiet, mysterious swordsman sort of thing.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, he had become, like, one of the greatest swordsmen of all time at a fairly young age. By the time he was like 20, I think, off the top of my head, and encountered this legendary dragon of myth that basically he got his dragon wish of, like, removing limits. Like, so the only thing limiting him is his own skill. Like, the harder he trains, the faster he gets, like, beyond what a human body's natural limits, if that makes sense.
Hmm. It's
Um,
funny actually. It's really funny you say that because before that was my initial like very early on till very late. That was what I was going to have Vigor wish for before his character
ooh,
development.
interesting.
I genuinely wanted to ask Neo, can I just have like fours in everything? That's Vigor's like final wish.
Oh wow, I like that.
Because I wouldn't get to
I do
play him
like.
anymore, but just have him be like
Yeah.
the apex of fitness.
No, yeah, that's good.
But then
Um,
instead he had to give Ariana her
yeah,
foxy eyesight back.
that was a really good moment, and, like, I sincerely didn't expect that. I was very prepared for Ariana to be blind going forward in the epilogue, and that was such a, like, kind of touching moment. Vigor doing that. That was nice.
I do remember the moment. There was a thing in that I liked, which was Vigor's. The idea I had of Vigor's reasoning was that he didn't want Ariana to be punished for doing something good.
Right. Yeah. No, that worked really well.
I don't know. Mally agrees that she deserves it.
And look at him now.
All right.
Oh no! Now I'm just wondering. You know a picture. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?
Yeah.
It's always some. I don't.
Okay, so last we left off, you guys were closing deals in Osprey. Yeah, you were just going around the city for a few days when Lydian set up a deal with the toy maker,
Francis.
Yeah, to get him materials to help him, create his masterpiece. And after that, one of the secrets that Lydian was passed along to Lydian from one of his transportation services was that there were some transportation company was actually sending some stuff over to Morricone Springs, which was odd because Morricone Springs, the workers of Morricone Springs have been on like a years long strike and have been have been in a sort of standoff with Marion and Emberwell especially, but with all the owners of the mines, as they want to have sort of a collective ownership of their own work. So it was weird that basically an Emberwell company seemed to be just sending something to Morricone despite the standoff and refusal to acknowledge them. Almost breaking with the rest of the city, it seems.
Mhm.
So you decided to go on over to Morricone Springs. On the way, you dealt with a traveling dangerous fog. Nico temporarily got their ice gun stolen by some kids. Almost froze a guard to death, and Lydian as well. But you managed to move past that. Almost got trapped in a rune in a prism of light, but you went past that. And then you arrived in Morricone in the budding township of Morricone Springs. It's in the center of the area, where you learned that the people had been building up. There's like the starting of a wall being built around the budding township, and people aren't really mining. They're just sort of trying to create their place. And you tracked down. You went to hang out in one of the hot springs of Morricone Springs, where you met a man named Lloyd, who eventually revealed to you that he was working with an Emberwell company that had brought some goods down to the city, to the township, but he didn't elaborate on what exactly the materials were for or what they were doing there. Or what exactly they were doing there.
Actually, that's a
But
question
you
I
did
do
learn
have
that.
from it. Did it sound like the deal was already struck with the town, or that he was there, it was in progress? Because there was a tone.
He seemed sure that something would happen.
Something would happen.
That would bring some good fortune for him and his people. But he had revealed that he was keeping the fact that they were from Emberwell under wraps because of the reputation, of course, amongst the town folks, given the standoff with many of the Emberwell businesses that own mines around here.
Mm.
And Lydia and Cherry talked to him, and then they left the hot springs, and that was where we left off. So it's nighttime in Morricone, in the township of Morricone, the unofficial township.
Yeah.
You guys got to find lodgings or make camp.
Well, okay. How much money do I have? I think I have money to get us lodgings. Help us get. So, I think Lydian is gonna, he's gonna look for lodgings. He's not gonna look for somewhere cheap though. He wants to find somewhere nice.
Right.
Where was the guy? The guy, told me where he was staying. Was that somewhere nice?
Yeah.
That's a good
He
point.
was set up. He was set up in an inn that had been recently built.
We should probably go there.
Oh, you want to just straight in move in right next to them?
Well, not like room next to, but same building.
Yeah.
Keep tabs.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, you track that place down, and as you're approaching, you can see there is an ox and a carriage there, parked just outside of it.
Are there any markings to say what business it is?
Nope. Looks very looks very covered up. Looks like there's a lot of stuff in that carriage though.
Okay, makes sense.
Interesting.
Makes sense they would be clandestine.
I want to try and discern realities on this.
All right. What do you do? Like,
just sort of like, because Cherry, so essentially her most basic form of navigation is an almost like echolocation type thing, like especially rhythmically, strumming her shamisen through like the resonance, the acoustics, the way it bounces off of things. She gets a shockingly good sense of things, and one of her things in Sight Without Sight is, what has been deliberately hidden here is the specific wording of the question.
All right.
But,
Roll discern realities, man.
ooh, one question. Well, there we go. What has been hidden here?
So you get the sense that there's like a big pile of things inside that carriage,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it's like materials, basic materials, but underneath it, there's definitely some sort of like something more mechanical.
Ooh, okay, interesting. And yeah, Cherry is sort of like very discreetly, she's walking like kind of next to, like slightly behind Lydian, and is sort of discreetly, whispering, basically relaying this to him, there's something in there, something heavy, something mechanical.
Hmm.
It's covered up by stuff, it's hard to get a sense of it, but something big metal is, the sound's really bouncing off of it. You can hear it.
Something mechanical. Well, I sense machinations afoot. Cherry,
Mechanical, you say?
now, don't get too excited. We can't mess with him outright. And then actually, Lydian thinks on that. Maybe I could set Nico loose on the guy. He didn't see Nico at the spa.
Yeah.
Well,
No need
I
for-
have no affiliation with this child.
It seems he does. It seems Cherry senses that he has some sort of gizmo on his cart. Though, of course, we don't yet know for certain that that's Lloyd's cart. Cherry, you didn't seem to mind when he was trying to charm you.
Makes it easy to get information out of him.
Do you mind returning or pretending to return those affections?
Lydian's gonna start pimping Cherry out for business advantage.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, oh no! Here.
Yeah, Cherry's like, like sort of has, thinks on it a bit, and yeah, I think I can get more information out of him.
I'm not asking you to go to bed with the man, of course, just keep him dreaming.
That's the art to it.
Now, obviously, cut you in on any business. What's going on in Morricone Springs here is a delicate situation. They want to be seen as independent, and that's a nice thought and all, but sooner or later something's gonna give. They're gonna need someone from the outside. It may as well be us.
Emberwell, that's where you're from, right?
That is correct. Of course,
And from what I understand, that Emberwell wasn't as involved in the war, or not in the way others. They didn't suffer damage or things like that.
we may or may not have fanned the flames of war from a nice profitable distance.
Right. So, if from what I understand, the situation as I understand it, the mines here are owned by companies in various cities without Hemlock, but the workers here have wanted to go independent and gain control of their own territory. Now,
Absolutely.
Emberwell controls a lot of the mines, but certainly not all of them. There's a lot of rivals here.
I think trying to take back what mines they've already gathered might be sensitive. I'm thinking what we offer is they get to keep their mines. We just help them move the product.
Exclusivity. If Emberwell gets exclusive, or at least first, dibs at contract with trading with this new city, then, even if they are not getting the same profit margins on the individual mines specifically, they're getting more money in total. They're getting the whole pie instead of just,
Absolutely.
a couple of slices.
They won't have to cover transport costs. They can focus all of their work internally. We just handle that bit of the load.
And Emberwell can't they can afford it. They can afford to, make the investment since they're more profitable from the war. All these other cities that have firms, owning the mines, they're low on funds. They can't afford, they don't have the means to resist Emberwell and stand up to the city. Emberwell could be a powerful ally in establishing the independence of this city, affirming them in exchange for a good bit of business.
Absolutely. See, I wanted to go.
Humbug.
I'm thinking of making a small visit to the mayor. Maybe try and, if the stealth route doesn't work, maybe try a charm offensive. Maybe let him know that a brighter future lies elsewhere.
Charm offensive, huh?
I could be
Well,
charming.
speaking of charm, and Cherry sort of nods her head, towards the inn. So what exactly is the plan with this guy? I mean, I'll try and figure out more information about what he's doing, but we say all this, that very well may be the plan of whoever's got this schmuck in here.
We figure out who he's working for. We figure out maybe what that machine you sensed is. Figure out at a stretch, we figure out what he's doing here exactly. If we just have the basics, then we can weaponize him. Get ahead of him. We just need to convince whoever's in charge here that we'd give them a better deal.
Cherry sort of nods her head.
And besides,
All
Lloyd
right.
there. Lloyd is working for someone else. We know that. I'm the big man in charge. Maybe, if all else fails, I just offer him a better job at my place.
And Sherry, sort of raises her eyebrows like she hadn't considered that angle, that yak of just buying him out. Just buy him out?
It's a possibility.
Maybe that could work.
If we can't beat him,
In any
have him join
case,
us.
you want me to try and figure out, try and figure out, if he has any paperwork in his room or anything like that, or just specifically who he's working for, that sort of thing?
If you can get a sense of it, paperwork's good, but if he notices something's missing, then that could lead to a problem.
I think I can get us in the room without him noticing, but may need someone's help for looking at any paperwork.
He's looking between himself and Nico, either a short person who is gadgeted up, or himself a giant fat elf who Lloyd knows. Nah,
Don't worry
Well-
about being stealthy. That shouldn't be a problem.
alright. Just in, out, grab the papers. Anything simple.
If I can get this to work. Well, let's get a room. Have us in the building.
Let's go in.
And then, she does hesitate for a second and, sort of turn her heads a bit towards Nico. Maybe it might be best if we didn't go in together.
Why
Obviously
not?
Lloyd knows that, Lloyd knows that Lydian and I are traveling together, but he hasn't seen or know anything of you, and the more cards we can keep to our chests, the better. We don't know. I mean, I don't have anything specific in mind, but
It's not that we're ashamed to be seen with you, Nico. It's advantageous at the moment that he doesn't know we're traveling as a troop.
I see.
you're the ace up our sleeve. You're our secret weapon.
I'm not a secret weapon. I'm a known weapon.
Well, could you be known as somebody else, or working with somebody else, or by yourself?
Well, officially, we haven't. We're not that. I guess.
Alright, how about this, Nico? You do me a favor in this one, you help me secure this business deal. I'll cut you in. Freeway.
Oh no, I don't really care.
Alright,
What's in it
you're not
for me?
motivated by business. How about more materials? More stuff to work
I'm
with.
listening.
Marcone Springs is an old mining town. There's gold in those hills, and other metals you're probably much
There
more
is.
interested in.
Yes. Yes, I could use that transmutate stuff. Yes.
Well, I run a transport service. We move those goods. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm going to try and sell here. He does lower his tone a bit. He's not talking so loud, given all things. Yeah, he's just kind of hushes for that. I'll give you. So, your payment for the job will be, well, materials. Stuff to make your gizmos with, stuff to study. Science. You're all about that
Very
science.
well. You got a deal, Nico. Nico says as Nico thinks, "What an idiot! I made off with the greatest profit here."
Lydian's just thinking, the science of negotiation.
Nico doesn't consider business science a real science.
Of course he doesn't. It isn't.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I might need
So-
to actually. I might need to roll my businesses first.
Oh, how much money do you have? Right
I
now.
don't. I think it'd probably cover us, but I have 83 coin.
Okay.
I mean, should I do entrepreneur once we have the room sorted out?
Yeah, because then there'd probably be a better, case for you to be able to get money from it.
Yeah.
Also, I will.
you're in
One
a
thing I'll
room.
say.
You're not in a city or anything.
What?
You're
Wait, fuck! I just realized something.
in an unrecognized township.
Yeah, but they know me. They know where I am.
Wait! Before you do something, I just realized fucking something.
Hmm?
What?
What?
Sorry, we have a merchant guy, like a merchant king of sort, science person, and then a pretty entertainer. This is the return of Ithaca. You're the Ricario of the group.
Oh god.
Oh no! Oh
no.
fuck!
Snake is
I was
king.
like, okay, I get King, I get Barnaby, but Cherry, fuck, she is Ricario.
He's-
Damn.
Don't let any of our underlings go near any bodies of water.
Oh god, no, fuck, November's Eustace, shit!
Oh no! Don't let her near any shadows.
Oh no! I have a perfect idea. When do I level up next time?
We need someone to go to the local region, or not regions, Morricone brothel and get an STD. Just start a plague.
Oh, Nico's getting one, but not but for science.
What?
He's testing out his new condoms. They don't work.
No, you're scooping up some STDs.
You know, that is
Scooping them up.
something. Because the way condoms work in Hemlock, they're magic, and they prevent pregnancy, but they're worse at stopping. They don't really stop STDs in the way our condoms do, or they're a lot worse at it.
What?
So hey, maybe this is something for Nico to invent,
What?
a STD preventing condom. It could be his greatest invention.
How do
Revolutionize
condoms
Hemlock.
in fucking Hemlock work exactly? Are they just
It's
little
like-
magic
That's very
portals that send
appropriate.
spunk to the spunk dimension?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
literally.
Patch that sends when you come, the cum goes into everyone believes to be empty pocket dimension.
What they
Huh.
believe to
Hopefully
be.
it is.
Huh.
No one's seen
Be
it,
sure
but
that
it's
empty.
There's just an island somewhere off in the world that's just fucking covered in dried spunk.
So that's where Ryu went.
well, it's a puppet or a pocket dimension. I always like to imagine, just my interpretation of the cum dimension is we go through a portal and wind up in this place, and it's just everything, ankle deep. It's just white, gray everywhere. Just oh god, what's that smell? But it's just flat. It's just stretching to the horizon, except for that mountain range. Wait, why are the mountains getting bigger? And it's just the tidal wave scene from Interstellar.
Neo did say what they believe to be. I like the ambiguity on no one knows where the sperm goes.
Yeah. No one's seen it.
No one's bothered to investigate.
It's
Turns out-
if you
That's not a lot
teleport
of.
something to a random point in the universe, it's probably just gonna be in the void of space nowhere. But like,
Oh yeah,
you
also
know,
I just want to point out, it's only just realised that we have finally reached the point of year where the sun is perfectly angled to fire right through my window to the computer screen.
Nice.
oh no,
So now my curtain is half drawn and I hate it because I otherwise quite like my room being nicely lit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before I got my blackout curtains, that was a problem I would get. You know, if I was doing anything or like
Well, I usually just have
between like,
I usually just have my curtains open. You know.
yeah. But just, now I have blackout curtains. Because before, even if I closed my curtains, the sunlight was so intense from like 9-10 p.m. It was still blinding and I couldn't see my computer. Now I have blackout curtains to deal with that. Also, just like, my room is, I mean, you've seen my place, my room is very small and like there are lots of other windows right across from it. So for like, just wanting privacy,
Yeah.
getting changed and stuff like that.
Yeah. I just got a street. Got that
Yeah.
luxury.
Plus, I
Okay.
sleep during the day a lot, and like the sun, it can get very bright in the room without the
Mm.
blackout curtains.
So you're going into the inn, and you're going.
Oh
in
wait,
without-
no! Before we go in the end,
Yeah.
so Cherry does kind of like grab Lydian's elbow before he goes in and says well, in the interest of loosening him up, as already seen, alcohol loosens lips, and
Are you
that's worked
asking
on
for
him already.
Are you asking for an investment?
You could call it an investment, just a business expense. And she holds out her hand.
What is a good amount of coin to give on that? Considering I don't know how much this is going to cost us before we walk in. So
Right, I would say maybe 10 coin or something
yeah,
like
I think
that.
10. I was wondering if 10 coin would be cheap, but yeah, I'll make it 10.
No, that's like I think that should be that could cover enough alcohol to get someone drunk.
Yeah, he pops 10 coin in her hand.
Yeah, she curls up, puts in her coin curse. Coin curse.
A coin curse.
Yeah, in her coin curse. That sounds. The more I say poinkers, it sounds like some like very rude euphemism.
I'm cursing your points.
Yeah. In her coin purse, and just thank you. Okay, so I before we go in, I'm actually going to go up to the oxen cart. Is there like a driver or anything like that there, or a worker or anything at the cart?
Nope. It's just sitting. It's just sort of parked there.
Ooh, interesting. Well, never mind then. Gonna go in then with Lydian. Was gonna try and do something if there was someone to talk to, but I'm not gonna try and break. The blind woman isn't gonna break in broad daylight to the.
This blindness
Oh,
thing is
right.
given some disadvantages.
It's had some advantages too. She saw the machine inside.
True. Lydian is he's gonna get 3 rooms. He's gonna get a room for everyone.
Okie dokie.
So you're just 2 people. Why are you paying for 3 rooms?
Good point. I get 2 rooms.
Yeah.
And are you giving
Yeah.
Nico the coin to buy a room?
Yeah, I slip.
He should have thought of that earlier.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, Nico does not spend it on things.
I was
Nico
gonna
does
do that because I wasn't gonna. I want to keep us secret to the guy,
Yeah.
but to the thingy staff, I'm just asking the staff for 3 rooms.
Okay.
So maybe if Lloyd goes and talks to this guy, which he might, but let's give the GM an opening to make this more interesting.
Okay.
Okay. I would have gone with 2. I think it's just if nothing else, it's an excuse to spend less coin for right now. But we could do.
Oh,
you know what? Yeah, no,
too.
never mind. I get 2 rooms. Nico isn't an employee.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not. You've neglected this.
Yeah, no.
So do you slip Nico some coin?
No. He's got to ask.
Okay.
No, Nico
Oh,
does
no.
not ask.
He's
That's
got...
for
Oh, so what
That's-
is Nico going to do?
oh, that's an issue for a later day.
Okay,
No, that's an issue for tonight.
for tonight.
Oh,
That's an
Well,
issue.
we have got some more stuff to do tonight before
Yeah.
we.
well, I don't know.
I can't believe you've talked me out of buying you a room.
Yeah.
It's good roleplay though. It's better than what I was doing.
Cherry is going to say, once we know the room,
How many nights you hoping to stay?
Oh, we can't. Usually we just do this on a per night, don't we?
Yeah, it can be on a per night.
Yeah.
Slap
Lydian kind of, when he's asked how many nights, he kind of drums his fingers on the countertop in contemplation and just says, "Let's do this on a night by night basis."
All right. They asked for 10 coin per room.
Yeah, okay. I dropped down 20. Down to
All right.
What gold does Lydian have again?
He's got 53
Yes,
now, which that was cheaper than I was expecting for a room in a. Actually, this place is new. I don't even know if this place has the good and the bad inn yet.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the
No,
one.
it's just as the inn.
Yeah, it's just the inn. It's a real one-horse town.
I was
Wait,
gonna
don't
say,
do-
yeah. How does the place seem? Like, what is its, what is the vibe of this inn?
It's kind of, it's got, it's lit by candle. There's a
Is
basic.
it kind of
just
simple seeming, like not exactly ritzy
Yeah,
in any way?
pretty simple, very newly built.
Yeah.
So what is the kind of build of this town? Is it kind of Wild West townish?
I am
Yeah.
absolutely picturing Wild West Gold Rush Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Woo-wee! So how many crazy prospectors are
I
there?
wish Angelo
Wild
was in this
West-
town. He would have had a
Oh.
Wild West like shootout, but with lightning.
And how many
So,
people?
Yeah, you're given keys to 2 rooms.
Yeah,
Howdy, partner! Here you
I
have 2 rooms.
get the room numbers and I make sure to guide Cherry up to hers.
Yeah.
whatever number
Well,
it's
Cherry,
given.
before going up, does just ask. No, I guess she does let him show the rooms and just which room. She asks, which room he's going to be in, and just says, well, stay up. I may, if I'm successful, I'll, come knock when we're good to go in and get what we need.
Lydian nods. Alright, I'll keep up. I got some light reading to do anyway.
So
Yeah.
in this hall that you're in upstairs, there's like a hall of rooms, obviously. At the other end of the hall, there's a window, and there is someone in like a black leather armor, just sort of with like a sword at his side, just sort of leaning out the window, just looking,
Interesting.
tapping his foot.
Yeah,
Mysterious
Lydian
thing.
kind of points out there's a guy over there who looks like he's ready for some serious business, and well, not exactly our kind of business. Black levers and a sword.
Oh, black, very sexy.
I don't think
Okay,
he's looking
so-
for the kind of tumble you're thinking of.
No. No, that's not in character. That's not.
And he's wearing a gimp mask. It's weird.
Yeah, no,
Jerry barely remembers what the color
He-
black even looks like. Come on.
and he also has a sign like
I don't
on
know,
his neck.
actually know why Lydian qualified black leather as if that is a signifier of anything over just levers. If it's
Yeah,
not-
I don't know. It's much sexier. If it's just like basic unpainted brown leather, that's practical. All black leather, it's stylish, slimming.
it's actually
Yeah,
a
he has-
biker.
No, he has like he actually has a sign around his neck that just says 5 coin an hour.
Oh no!
I'm gonna tell him he can pop that up to 10. That would cover the room.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just Had to press
Well,
his
he has the room. 10 gets him the room for the night, and he just works out of one room, So if you can have. The goal is to have multiple clients, like if you have, like.
Yeah, but just one
You
client
know.
and you got the room sorted. That's it's just business.
Yeah,
that's
no,
just
I
smart.
agree. It should be more. But yeah.
Lydia. No.
Maybe he'll be pricing himself out of the market. I don't know.
Yeah. Smash cuts to a fucking Always
Lydian just
Sunny
starts
title
telling this
card.
guy how to whore himself correctly.
Yeah, no, it's
I mean,
no. It's Smash cut to a fucking Always Sunny card that just says Lydian hires a whore.
Lydian would
10
operate a brothel at a push, I think. Actually, not even at a push if it was just presented to him as a revenue stream. But it's not a business he or his church has much contended
Why is he
with.
is he like Vince McMahon that he doesn't realize sex is sellable unless someone
No, he
tells
definitely knows it's sellable.
him?
I just think that he hasn't contended with it himself.
Yeah. That's why the wife divorced him.
Dear wife, I'm not in the mood tonight.
He just, on their honeymoon, he said, well, honey, nothing in life is free.
I'm running a business here, you see. Do you know how much that wedding cost us?
Jerry hooks up with someone and Lydian admonishes her, like, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's why he was charging his wife.
First sample is free, baby. Or does Lydian not do free samples?
Depends on the business model.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, what do y'all do?
So
Well, Nico,
Lydian kind of takes that advice, but then he's going to kind of go down to if they have like a little tavern or a loungy area, and actually no. First thing he's going to do, he is going to commune.
Alright, so he's gonna go into his room and commune.
Yeah.
So he's doing. But what did Nico want to do?
Oh, so Nico is obviously, waiting till those are in. Nico is gonna walk over and now gonna get the. Well, first off, Nico is gonna be like, well, logically, since we want to be apart, I'll need my own workshop. And Nico walks up. Good sir, I require a room.
Oh, another out of towner. Alright. That'd be 10 coin.
Nico looks in purse. Only 7.
Freezes the desk man.
Actually, oh yeah, I was gonna say, when Nico obviously shorter than the desk, he just hovers up a bit. Is there a cheaper option?
All the rooms are the same.
Can I have a broom closet?
Yes, but I do not have 10 coin.
Well, that's problematic then.
Indeed, therefore I'm asking for a cheaper solution. It's only logical that you would have a cheaper solution for these things.
Only logical.
It's only logical. And he says business isn't a science.
Am I not correct?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? I thought Nico didn't believe in, economic science.
Oh, this is economic. Nice, perfect. I have a 9 in charisma.
Yeah, he just tells you, just look for a cheaper inn, alright?
Very well.
There is a
Cheaper
cheaper
play.
inn. My word.
We got the nice one.
I know.
Could you
but
point
I was assuming this was a one-in joint.
Could you point me towards the cheaper inn?
Well, I don't know of many inns per se, but
you don't know your competition, sir.
You could, ones that would go lower than me by a decent amount.
Unless, then again, I have reasons to be nearby here. Perhaps if I did you a favor, do you perhaps have something broken? Need something invented?
Need something in
Something invented. Invent the motel ice machine. You already have experience in ice technologies.
True. I can. Why currently my obsession is currently cryonics.
Cryo what?
Uh, why it's
It's
simple.
not
It's
really his specialization.
it's
It's more his
a lo-
current interest.
it's the principle of removing energy from matter, therefore slowly but surely making it colder. It means that
All
I
right.
make
What would I
it
do
means-
with that?
I don't know. Perhaps you have beverages that requires more cold.
Nico
Uh,
is really like finding, a base in like the whole beverage industry. That's become, had the beer blaster,
Yeah.
like
You only really give water here.
I have. Oh, by the
Yes!
way, spells
Oh, but-
wise.
Excellent.
Spells wise, I have taken Fairy Fire, Detect Alignment, and Planning.
Or you. Oh, did I not write it down? Well, I got how much fairy dust do we say Nico have on them?
You should have, let's say, a bag of fairy dust, 1 weight, and we'll say it has 3 uses.
Isn't that stuff valuable?
Yes.
yeah,
Nico.
you could sell that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
just.
No.
it's-
What? No. Never. Absolutely fucking never.
Come on. Let me have a room. Let's just do a few lines on the hotel desk of this fairy dust.
No. Well, what the? Your regulars are regular workers, correct?
Uh,
They're not
they're out of
irregular.
towners right now.
Well, surely everyone likes cold water instead of lukewarm water.
I suppose.
Exactly. If I make a if I make a machine that can keep water cold and serve it cold, will I get a room for the night?
He just scratches his head.
My boss
See, this
didn't-
would be a much easier sell in summer.
I'm also
Oh, yeah,
just
it's
thinking
winter,
that-
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
You know
October.
we're
But I'm
in-
also
you
just
know it's
thinking
the-
how
you know it's
mad
the
Lydian
middle.
would be that he is doing this.
You know it's the middle of winter, right?
So
See,
summer is
this guy also sucks as a businessman. It's like, they're both dumb.
summer is merely like 6 months away.
It's October. Actually, wait. What day in October was it?
It is currently the evening of October 84th, the equivalent of December 23rd.
Yeah, it's like 6 months away.
Please let me in. It's nearly Christmas.
I know of some other people who were looking around for an inn to stay in, but they couldn't afford it. Nico is going to be staying in a barn with some donkeys, and a light is gonna come radiating down from the sky. Be not afraid.
He's gonna give fucking Jesus his cold blaster. It's better than frankincense.
more
and
more
myrrh.
like God will show up to Nico. Nico just says, "Fuck that," and blast him.
Put the Son of
Well-
God on ice.
Well, I'm just making propositions here.
Right. Listen. You
I
want to
can-
just?
Hmm?
How about? He just sighs and just says, "Listen. How about you just head on out? You could probably find a place in one of the stables."
Tables. Well, wouldn't be the first time.
Jesus.
Wouldn't be the first time I've slept in one. Then again, and despite the manure, They do not disturb my inventing. Very well. Where's the nearest stables?
Just head out, go to the right, and just walk for a bit. You'll find one of the stables.
Thank you, good sir. And are you sure you do not want me to invent you something? Perhaps something that will make water boil.
We've got fire for that.
Brat! Foiled again.
He's so mad he can't give all the hotel guests radiation poisoning.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. I have
Oh,
something
no.
far more efficient than fire. If you're willing to help me test it,
What? Test what?
I am in the possession of a hot meteorite.
The fuck are you
Because just this.
going on?
Yeah.
And what do you want to do with that?
Actually, spending it on such a lowly inn would be a waste. Never mind. Good day, sir. Close the door.
Right.
Well, Nico instantly go very well and follows the man's direction to a stable.
Yep. There's just there's some horses in there. Actually, it's actually not. It's not horse. Cows.
What do you say?
House.
Cows.
What?
Yeah. It's a barn.
Ah. A second.
Barn's a good workshop.
Ah, Bose Taros, my old friend. Anyways, this will be my base operations from here. Now then, where did I leave that meteorite?
Yeah. Where is Yurima?
We probably had to put
Uh,
the wagon somewhere, and yeah, maybe put him into a stable for the time. Are there stable fees? I'll have paid them.
Yeah, sure. We'll say if you wanted to have put him in a stable, then that'll have been 5 coin.
All right.
Actually, as soon as Nico comes to the stable, Nico just
the
realizes
barn.
something. Yeah. No, like the stable with our horse.
Oh, okay.
Our whores? We really are starting a brothel.
No, horse!
Okay.
I smuggled
Nico
some
just
pork
realized.
in.
Nico, as soon as Nico just gets the meteorite off it and walks a bit, it goes, hold on a minute.
Heaving it.
Yeah, after a bit, Nico just says, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
The horse is already at the stables. Why am I moving?
Oh, for goodness sake!
So are you gonna go try and get to pay your way into the stable?
Oh, no. Nico's small enough. Nico's just gonna go jump into a cart and sleep there for a night.
He is a he is a Diogenes kind of figure, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's like blankets there, right?
Well,
no.
we have some of our camping stuff, I imagine.
Or you can
Might
just
be in
sleep
the-
next to the hot rock.
Yeah. So you have the hot rock to warm you up through the night.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Or if there's not enough isolation, I will use an adventuring gear to get like nice blankets.
Someone
An adventure
You know,
to
look-
the land of Nod.
someone sees you going into the stable and it's just like you are what are you doing in here?
I am attending my horse, well, my companionship's horse, and our cart.
Well, it's completely your horse is completely taken care of.
Yes, but not the cart.
All right, what do you want? What do you want from the cart?
I require a place to sleep. Duh. Nico closes the blinds on the cart.
Well, hold on. We didn't agree. This isn't a hotel.
So, I am well aware of this. This is a cart in a barn.
Nico, fucking Lydian's god right now is just saying you should have paid for the hotel room.
It is my cart, or like a partially owned cart.
You're gonna sleep in your cart in the stable?
Yes, that was the plan. Have you seen the prices of the rooms here?
Crosses his arm. He just says, 5 coin.
Now this
Very
guy's
well.
a businessman.
Yeah.
May I perhaps offer my services in improving your living condition or your stables? I can invent
No.
things.
No.
This guy's a fucking. This guy.
Yeah.
He's an immigrant from Terrebonne.
Don't try and play a player, Nico.
I feel like this guy's a Terrebonian who moved.
Very well, stable hands. Here you go. Nico tosses him 5 coins.
Oh god, what if he's okay? No, I have to say, I realize. Oh, sorry. No, you can finish the scene.
Yeah, he pockets it and nods and then heads off. It says, well, we're not responsible if anything should happen.
What does that mean?
Anyways, Nico starts putting things on fire.
No. Neither am I, bitch.
Nico goes,
Yeah.
but finally some quiet. Anyways, time to test this fairy dust on this rock.
Oh god.
Test this fairy dust on this rock.
Yes.
Just sprinkling fucking pixie dust on a meteorite.
Yes.
Alright.
What are you
Just like
intending-
it cuts back to us in the hotel, and like we just see a little like mushroom cloud in the distance behind us.
But yeah, Nico sprays some fairy dust over the rock. Like, wanted to see.
Just to see what'll happen?
Yeah.
That's science. That's the Socratic method. Just do shit and see what happens.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Neo does not know what to do.
He's currently pulling up a 1d100 list of magical effects.
So anyway, a dragon comes.
Yeah,
You start to hear a crackling noise, and suddenly, like, you know, you feel really warm and weird, and like it feels like the liquid in your stomach is like bubbling for some reason.
Anyway, yeah, Neo.
Yeah, roll a d6.
That's a 4.
You take
Okay.
4 damage.
It basically, as you sprinkle the pixie dust on it,
Yeah.
the pixie dust starts to like crackle and pop as it lands on there.
Hmm.
And,
Interesting.
the whole thing just sort of starts to grow.
My word!
Oh no.
Interesting. Meteorites interact with pixie dust. Ergo, my word! Pixie
Jesus.
dust have ancestry from the stars!
My word.
Perhaps.
That doesn't really qualify as a theory. That's barely a hypothesis.
Roll a d8.
No, that's too silly.
Roll a d8.
But clearly they're made of similar. So clearly,
We're all
something
made
in
of star
pixie-
stuff.
It increases roughly 50% in size.
My
Oh.
word!
Oh no.
But wait, how big was it before?
It was like the size of a basketball.
Okay.
Oh, that was smaller than I was thinking.
Yeah.
So now it's like the
So-
size of a beach ball.
Yeah,
Roughly, basketball was actually about what I was picturing.
and has
kind of
increased.
I was kind of picturing like, I don't know. I don't actually know how to put it. It was like, well, it was a boulder essentially.
Yeah, no, I imagine that
Yes.
first.
Oh, I
Now
wasn't picturing a boulder.
And it's now increased by 4 weight, so it's now 12 weight.
No, I was
Hmm.
picturing something bigger than a basketball. You know what I was picturing? You know the rock from Parasite? I was picturing that.
So wait,
basically.
it increased in weight as well, so it maintained its density.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Interesting, fascinating.
What was its weight now? 12, you said.
It's 12 now.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed it on the thing.
Yeah, I'll go update that.
I did.
Oh, okay.
already.
Fascinating. But what kind of meteorite is this? This requires more testing. Actually, what time is it, Neil?
It's probably like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Oh, good. Then I have at least 8 hours more of testing to do.
Oh no.
We're gonna play every hour out.
No, but well, that's
Do
what Nico
do you
does.
just dump the rest of your pixie dust into this thing? Just blow it all on the
No.
Oh.
That's far too. Like Nico has to do rigorous, different testing. So, did it get any hotter, by the way?
No.
And can I use my using my gizmos? Can I start see if it got any more radioactive? Like
No, about the same.
so, it's merely increased density. Mayhaps. Wild hypothesis time. Mayhaps this rock has this meteorite has a dense core, and the outside is somehow malleable, a shell of sort. Mayhaps.
My god, it's a
Need-
planet.
Need more testing.
Perhaps this planet just started as a little basketball, but then we put pixie dust on it until it became a planet.
Also, pixie dust apparently has some interesting reaction with materials from outer space.
Has some pretty interesting reactions to the materials from, like, Earth, too.
Actually, I just have a question. So, does Lydian and Sherry do they were they expecting Nico to come in?
I think they were probably expecting him to stay at this inn, I don't think
Yeah.
they were thinking he would, go...
Lydian didn't know how much or how little money you had.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm just wondering if
his
they're
whole thing, I think, ended with, as per suggestion, just like, oh, you've got to get your own room, we can't be seen together, and then he's not an employee, I don't need to cover him.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious if they just go, where the hell is Nico?
I think maybe, Lydian's communing at the moment. Maybe when he's done communing, he does do a quick scout for, okay, where's Nico?
Okay, so yeah, so Lydian's communing, Nico's doing whatever this is. Cherry, what are you up to?
So, Cherry, there's this mysterious person down at the end of the hallway. She is going to... Oh, no, first, before that, so immediately, she does pop in her room for a tiny bit, and, this, so, first, just, getting a sense of, the room shape of it, things like that, but, she takes some of the... She has 2 bags of pixie dust that, have been procured for her. So we did see what seemed to be maybe potentially some of the effect of the pixie dust on that one guy whose mind she cleared. But she does want to make tests to see pixie dust can have lots of different effects depending. And while this was taken from around there, so she's basically going to take just a tiny bit of pixie dust, not like a full,
Right.
probably not a full bump or anything, but just 13 in house, just little sample, get a sense of try and figure out what the actual specific effect of this is.
You grow 50% in size.
Yeah, it gets when you take a hit of it, it gets like it jolts your mind a bit.
Interesting, but like more, upper than downer,
Yeah, it's
not
an
like.
upper.
Interesting.
What did it do?
It was like, just got a little jolt, like it was stimulating.
Right.
Because that was the thing. The guy, there can be like downer, more, like, um, depressant type pixie dust. Like that guy who was in the alleyway. He was like, just sort of on his back, completely out of it. But that could have been just from like a complete overdose or something too. But that seems less likely with,